To win the battle between these two. We'll see next. Addison Russell makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. A swing and a miss. Two quick strikes to start his afternoon. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
Batting second baseman
Elvis Andrus is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Kiermaier is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. Anthony Rizzo gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on.
Anthony Rizzo.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Took something off there, but it misses, ball 1. And we're just underway from Tropicana Field. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
It doesn't look like the nerves are getting to him so far. He looks pretty good out there.
That misses. It's to 2-2 now with 2 away here in the top of the first. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Kevin Kiermaier comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And no swing, apparently, ball 1. That's wide, 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. That one's in there. 3-1. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Moving under it, Fowler. 1 away. Hunter Pence will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, he hasn't looked good over the course of the season, but he is hitting over .450 in his last 10 games.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss that time by Pence as he falls behind here, 0-2. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone. Corey Dickerson gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Hard hit to first. The tag, and he is out. Chris Bryant makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
The windup and the 0-1. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. Shot to third. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Dexter Fowler. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Dexter
Into the seats, 0-1. Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is there, and he's out trying to take second. Now a swing and a miss. Maybe even a foul tip, but it's held onto behind the plate for out number 2.
batting sixth.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Jason Hayward.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Kiermaier on the run. Oh, and he botches it. Around first, on his way to second now. Robinson Chirinos will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Steve Pearce strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. High in the air out towards shallow right. Hayward moves over, and that's the first out of the inning. Into the box, Greg Merced, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And that misses inside, 1-0. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing and a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now as the Rays move out on top 1-0. Justin Morneau takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Arrieta sets. 1-2 on its way. Fought off at the plate, and will do it again. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Bryant is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. Hank Conger set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Matt Caesar is into the box as we are all set to begin the third. First pitch of the at-bat.
Matt Caesar.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Duffy gloves it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Set to get his day started, Mitch Moreland. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Ran the circle change in on him, a ball and no strikes. Hit back up the middle, played on the backhand. On to first as the throw takes care of him, and it's a quick 2-up, 2-down start to the third.
Now batting,
Addison Russell will dig in for a second time. A strikeout victim opening up the ball game as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Dickerson is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Brad Miller digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
the shortstop.
Hit out toward second. There is Andrus. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. Kevin Kiermaier will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Yeah, but it's still a pretty good leadoff at bat because he made him throw a lot of pitches.
That evens it up 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. First pitch on its way. Hunter Pence is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Runner at first here, one man out. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Bounced slowly back toward the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Corey Dickerson stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. To short, hit hard. And that's through for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The tag's there from Chirinos. He is out at the plate. Elvis Andrus is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Heading out towards shallow right. Dickerson is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out. Digging in, Anthony Rizzo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. First pitch coming. Here it is. That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Steve Pearce is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Second baseman, number 28.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Rizzo has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Greg Merced stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Matt Duffy will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
In there for strike 1.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Line drive to center field, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And here's the left-handed hitting power threat, Justin Morneau. Here's a sinker that stays up. 1 ball, no strikes. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike. And that hit hard on the ground to second. Russell has it, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Dexter Fowler heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Dickerson is there to put this one away, and it's a very quick out to start the fifth. So one away in the inning, and that'll bring in the dangerous bat of Jason Hayward, the right fielder. Out in front of it, strike one. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
We've seen that same pitch be called a strike more than once.
Ground ball right side, and a throw on to Morneau for out number 2. Robinson Chirinos is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Boy, that was a good changeup that got him last time, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to work that off-speed stuff right back into their game plan here.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Little dribbler back at him. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Hank Conger comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Catcher.
Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Skied into straightaway right. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out. Brad Miller, the hitter now, 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up. Hit to first. Rizzo is there, and he is out on the tag. Kevin Kiermaier will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Arrieta gets the sign. 0-1 on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. Hunter Pence will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Pitch outside, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
High pop-up. Andrews on the move. And that retires the side. Matt Caesar makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. To third. Duffy is right there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Standing in, Mitch Moreland. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And he will make the play. 2 away now. Addison Russell will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is Kiermaier. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Corey Dickerson will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance.
Corey Dickerson.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Arrieta's ready. Here's the 0-2. A swinging bunt to the mound. And he's set down 1 away. Steve Pearce will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if he can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. Caesar sprinting after it, and this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out. Greg Merced steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. 2 out, nobody on. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Slow bouncer to the right side. The tag, and he is out. Elvis Andrus will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to be a base hit. So the possible tying run is aboard here to start the 7th. So a big moment here, and standing in, Anthony Rizzo. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Andrus is moving. Pitch inside, the throw on the move again from first. The tag's there, and Andrus is out at second base. Into the windup, here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Duffy backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Chris Bryant will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Bryant around first, heading for second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. So striding in, Dexter Fowler, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
That's toward the corner, and no, it's caught out there. Looked like extra bases, but the catch is... Matt Duffy steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the seventh.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the seventh. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And here's the left-handed hitting power threat, Justin Morneau. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Well, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ballgame and kept his team in the ballgame.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is into the alley. Extra bases here for Morneau. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning. Hank Conger will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Steven Souza will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 20, Steven Souza.
Now a throw over.
No, he's safe.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Fowler is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going. Brad Miller steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And this will be hauled in by Andrus for route number 2. Kevin Kiermaier gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Jason Hayward comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Line to the right side, and a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. Robinson Chirinos strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Now the 0-1. Off and running is Hayward. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side, and taken in out there for the first out. Matt Caesar will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Javier Baez will come on to pinch hit here in a big...
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Kiermaier will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. Mitch Moreland will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Here's the first pitch to him. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Well, he started off this way, and he continues on. He's throwing first pitch strikes to 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're late in this ballgame, and that's why he's on top.
A runner on first with 2 away. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Too high. 1 and 2.
And now on 1 and 2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
He's running towards second. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Hunter Pence digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Andrus to his left. He's there in the dirt, and he can't quite dig it out. Corey Dickerson will step in. A ground-out victim his last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
He'll get it into second. And he gets in there standing. He's got himself a double. Steve Pearce will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Andrus has it, and a good decision on the throw as he is meat at third base. Greg Merced steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hard liner to center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
He's safe.
Stepping into the box, Matt Duffy. He singled his last time up. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now. Steven Souza will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Logan Morrison will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. 2 down, runners at first and second. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Russell's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Addison Russell. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Elvis Andrus will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Anthony Rizzo makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Kiermaier at the track. The wall. He leaps, and what a play. He makes the catch. Over. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
The final line score for this